Okay, guys, we're fixing to walk outside and do the test video. And we're going to compare the uh, Bone Crushers, the Rogue 30 grain, and the Zan 30 grain out of the Origin and the hatsan 125. Now, keep in mind, the hatsan 125 shots, it don't really count much when it comes to the uh, extreme airgun slugs, their bone crusher, because 49 grains literally is just way too heavy for a springer. I may get good results out of the 30 grain though, being the 125 is a super magnum and it does tend to like to shoot heavier stuff rather well. So keep that in mind. And even if mine don't shoot as good as uh, uh, somebody else's may with either one of them, keep in mind no two guns are the same. Not even if they're the same make and model, same caliber. You can get two of any gun that are identical, put the same pellet in it, try to shoot two groups with the same scope at the same distance, and you're probably going to get slightly different results. So just because my gun don't shoot it well, keep in mind yours may. If I get good penetration or good accuracy, um, if I just get good penetration, I'll probably order some more so I got more of them to play with and start trying to figure out if they do better at different pressures or whatever, different ranges. I think today we're just going to shoot at 30 and we'll probably run two mags of each. I really don't feel like airing the Origin back up again today. I only aired it up today to go get the uh, testing video done. So we're up. We're at 3,400 psi. I think I pumped it up to earlier. And we're going to go run it down and see how it goes. All right, guys. So here we are. We've got out the two rifles. We've got the Origin. We've got the scope cam on the Origin. We've got out our Zan projectiles, and we've got out our Rogue Precision. And inside the Rogue Precision, I also got those extreme airgun slugs bone crushers. We're going to try those too. And like I promised, we brought out the 125s. We're going to see how Springer shoots them. And we're not only going to see the bone crusher as a bone crusher, as an added thing, we're going to see if the bone crusher is also a foam crusher. So let's go set this down there. Now I have not sighted these scopes in with these. I haven't shot them through the guns yet. I don't know how they're going to go. Let me show you the target setup down here. We've got the Origin and the Origin. And this is marked Zan. That's going to be shot with the Origin. That's going to be shot with the 125. I forgot to write them under there. We're going to do the Extreme versus Rogue 2 groupings. Then we're going to shoot the Zan to compare to them. Then down here, we're going to have the 125. And we're going to compare them to the Zan. And down here, I have a control target. I'm only going to use one for both guns just to see if I hit close to it, off to the side of it, whatever. And then let's set some stuff up here. We're going to put this phone up on the back of it here to shoot at. Let's see, how am I going to do this? All right, let me set you down here. We're going to put this right here. Oh, no, we're not. It won't hold. Okay, let's turn this around. We're going to set this phone up on something to shoot it. That I can promise you. We'll set that there and that there. Okay, that'll give me something to lean it back against. well, guys, I'm not sure. All right, you know what? Put that down. I'm gonna set this down here. And we're just gonna set that phone right down here at the bottom, but way over out to the end where I don't think it'll be hit shooting control shots. Even though I haven't shot these and the scope's not sighted for them, there ain't no way they should come way over here if they do something wrong. But as you noticed, we're also doing something we normally don't do today. I never shoot off of, oh, by the way, we're at about 30 yards. Get you an idea. We're going to be shooting from here. Targets are out there. I normally only freehand shoot, but because I want to really test the grouping of the 30s and 30s, I don't have the right equipment because I don't test shoot or bench shoot. I don't have a sled. I don't have bags. I've got this old tire to rest my gun upon. Try to keep it steady as possible, and I've got this little makeshift table we're going to shoot off of. The origin, we are going to take the shots through the scope cam. I am not with the 125 because the 125 tends to move the scope cam on it with all the recoil. It's just too much. And I lost my lighter. That's okay. These are bad for you anyhow. Don't really need them. Okay. We're going to start with the Zan. Out of the origin, we are going to start at 3,400 psi. Let's get this camera started here. Get my zoom in. Okay, that's how we're going to do it. I'm going to shoot the Zan at that center target first. Oh, this is so hard with this scope. I'm so not used to using this scope cam. You know what, guys? I think I'll really do better without the scope cam on it right now. We'll take the shots and then walk down there. Get the scope cam off it. Alright, scope cam's off. Let me get up here. I don't know how much of me's in the camera. We're going to take these shots and then we'll walk down there and look and see what our results were. I can see much clearer without the scope cam on it. I must need a better phone for that. My hands are so shaky. I'm gonna brace for this test. Ooh, I pulled that one way off right there at the end. Okay. Now we're going to load some extremes into it, being I've got an empty cylinder now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 6, 8. Give me a second to load this magazine, guys. Other than that last shot that I pulled way off, those Zans at this 30 yards, I wish the scope cam would have seen the writing on it and all clear. I'm going to redesign that. I saw a better way somebody else had done. They really, I think, give me a heads up. And I got to get a camera lens. And I'm going to try their design, because I've seen other people had used the same design. Okay, those were the Zans I just shot. Now we're going to shoot at 2 targets, so we change our point of aim. I'm going to do 4 out the 8-shot mag at the top one, 4 at the bottom one, and then we'll switch over to the bone crushers, do the same thing. These are the rogues, so these are the right top and lower targets in the top 5. Let's go ahead and hit this bottom now. Gives me an idea how to shoot when I split them up. Well, I got to tell you, that was pretty impressive. At least the second target for sure. First target, I might have screwed that up a little bit, but you'll see when we walk down there. Now this is the Extreme Airgun Slugs Bone Crusher. We're going to do 4 at each target, at the other targets. I think that might have hung up a little bit. We don't want to double load. Yeah, see, we just double loaded. Stop and pull that out if you're ever in. All right, next target. Uh-oh, I'm out. All right, well, one only got a 3-shot group and one got a 5-shot group then. Okay. I didn't even take my control shots. But here's what we're going to do now. We've got the origin. Let's get some Zans out. And I only got to do a 3-shot group of the Zans to know what's going to happen, or any of them. I can tell you now, while I'm really curious about the Bone Crusher's design, it was really interesting. Out of my gun in particular, my origin, doesn't seem like they really performed as well as I wanted them to. But we're going to see how they do out of the origin. Let's see, here's 3 Zan out ready for the origin. We're going to get 3 of these out for the origin. And we're going to get 3 of those out for the origin. And I did clean my barrels before I came out to shoot. He sent me some cleaning pellets, thank you. I tell you what, Sumter air gunner, I definitely think I like them 30 grain slugs, for sure. Alright, we're going to do like we did last time. 3 Zan first. And this is checking how something with 31, 32 foot-pounds of energy stacks up against the PCP with 50 to 73 foot-pounds of energy, depending on projectile and hammer spring setting. I tell you, that actually shot that Zan really good at this 30 yards, guys. Ooh. Dropped it. The Zan fits my barrel real easy. They're a .250 diameter. That's going to be what I wonder about these, what the actual diameter is, and these. Are they going to fit this barrel too tight to use, or are they going to go in the barrel and shoot well? Well, I can tell you, these Zans are performing very well out of this brake barrel at 30 yards. Very well. Considering I'm shooting pretty heavy slugs out of a brake barrel. Alright, now we're on to the Rogue. The Rogue fit the barrel just as nicely as the Zan. I'm not sure where that went. They're fitting very nice though. I heard it hit the board. Ooh, that hit a bullseye. I wonder if that other one hit a bullseye too. These might be shooting much better out of this than the Zan, to be honest. And the only reason I'm only doing 3 of these, once I know how they shoot, I really don't want to run through them too fast. Alright, that target fell off, but it's still grouped very well. Target fell off right before I took that last shot. We're going to try this, guys. That fit that barrel pretty tight. This is the Extreme Bone Crusher. It did shoot it. It hit a little low of the target. I was sort of worried it was going to get stuck in my barrel. Even though I was worried about that, I'm still going to shoot another. They're fitting relatively tight. It's not shooting them well. So you definitely don't want to, at least I don't want to in my particular 125, shoot these 39 grain bone crushers at animals. All right, let's go down here, take a look at what we got so far. Okay, I pulled this one of the Zan. That's actually a little bit of a flyer. All the rest of them right in there. And I'm pretty sure that was 8 shots. I can see 2 holes there, 2 holes there. So there's 4, 5, 6. So that means that was 3 on 3 that went hole to hole and that I can literally cover with just that little finger. The rogues out of the origin. These slugs shot very close. This one's off a little bit. I may have pulled that one, but we did 4 and 4. I hole and hold. Nope, that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there, I can touch all of them with my finger. I think the Zan actually shot a little bit better out of it that time. But then you get down here, 1, 2, 3, 4, I can literally cover them where you can't see them with my finger. So that could be a power band thing. Then we come up here to the extremes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I actually shot 1 extra up here that I shouldn't have. And they didn't do so well. You got 2 up here, 1 over here, 2 there. And then when you come down here with these 3, you got 1 way over here and then 1 right over the other. So these 2 shot better than the 8 I fired. But 2 out of 8, that doesn't really count. And then when you come down here where I shot the extremes out of the hatsan, they did not penetrate the wood. I did not quite expect it to. It's a break barrel. Let me turn you some light on here. I didn't expect it to because it's a break barrel. They were bouncing out, but it did shoot them. There's 3 there. And the rogues out of it, they shot better than the extremes out of the hatsan. It actually sunk them in the wood completely, and they actually grouped rather well. Where's the target here? Let me pull the target out, show you what I'm talking about. Well, it was almost a bullseye there. And then here, and then 1 high. And this could have very well been me because this was with the hatsan 125. So, yeah. But that was the first hit. Second hit I think I pulled. And then the third hit that actually got aimed is literally like I can touch them right beside the 2. If you're within, I don't know, 10, 15 yards of your quarry, why not? Sure. See, and I got my first shot. I said I don't know where that one went. It was the first shot. Okay, so I pulled the first shot. Yeah, I pulled the first shot. I said I didn't know where that went. In the scope, I couldn't see the pellet with it right there in the writing. So my mistake, guys, I pulled the first shot, and then my last two hit. And they shot better, in my opinion, because I pulled that one. I did not pull any of these, and the Zan out of it sort of spread out. And while that's acceptable for a vital shot on a rabbit or something, it's not the best. This would have been better, and if I wouldn't have pulled that, that one would have probably been right down here with these. So I would definitely say, with my hatsan 125, I would rather shoot the 30 grain Rogue than the 30 grain Zan. I did not use my control target at all. I just went ahead, aimed dead center, and started shooting. So the scope's not set for neither one. You know, that Zan performs very well. Okay? They perform very well. But them Rogue perform very well too. I'm sorry guys, I really wanted them to shoot better than they did. Just because they didn't, now keep this in mind guys, just because these did not shoot good out of my gun does not mean they won't shoot good out of your gun. Your gun may shoot these beautiful. Sumter Air Gunner was shooting them out of his Origin, and they were doing really good for him, okay? No two guns are the same, even if it's the same model. One will shoot different than the other. Let's turn them around here and look at the back, at the penetration of them all, though. Oh, we got pieces everywhere. We got pieces everywhere. There's one of the... That would have been one of the bone crushers. Yeah. And actually, the Rogue out of the hatsan cracked the backing there. I don't know if you can see that on this camera. I got the light shining on it. You should be able, there it is. It cracked the back even though it didn't make it through. The Zans also cracked the back even though it didn't make it through. And that just goes to show the power of these things. There's one of them. This is not thin. This is, you know, right at an inch thick, and it is particle board. There's a lot of glue. There's a lot of layers of wood there. This stuff is very hard to shoot through. And with the Origin, I'm popping right through it all with the Zan, the Rogue, and they were going through the board and through the bottom half of this skull and into there. This cattle skull. There's a chunk of lead. That's crazy. I heard a few ricochets. I know why. They'd have been going back through and hitting that cattle gate and ricocheting off, passing through the wood. I don't see any other down here. Let's see. Nope. I'm not seeing any others down there. These are the ones I can just see sitting around, other than them couple that's stuck in the wood. So, let's do this. Let's see if the bone crusher, like I said, is also a phone crusher. We're going to set this phone up here. Let's stand this more upright. Make that phone sit back more solid against it so that we get a better shot. Take this gap up there. There we go. Now let's go back here and we're going to put a bone crusher in the Origin and try it. Remember, we're at 30 yards. I really hope they would. Guys, these pellets look, or slugs, I'm sorry. These hybrid slugs look like they're made very well. So don't just go off of my results alone. Buy you some and try them out. Because, like I said, my viewers got video proof. He did very well with them. for that light anymore. Let me turn you back around here. Now we're going to get one of the bone crushers loaded into the Origin. Like I said, we're going to see about using it for a phone crusher. That's an old Samsung, I want to say A20. All right. We're at 2400 PSI now after all them shots. Now see, that could have something to do with it. It could very well be pressure related, because I didn't bring my hand pump out, pump back up in between all the shots. Woo, that thing hit hard. And it actually hit right in the center where I aimed it, looked like. So like I say, it could be pressure related as to why. The Origin is not a regulated air rifle. You know, there's no regulator in it at all. So you can get spikes in velocity, especially if there's temperature changes or whatever. Well, usually I don't get that. You see that dimple in the back? There's the pellet. I aimed center of the phone, and it almost hit center of the phone. I'm going to probably order some of those so I could try them again. That's pretty awesome. Yeah. Well, anyhow, that's my take, at least today, until I can play with them a little more. This is my first results using the Rogue 30 grain airgun slugs, the Extreme airgun slugs bone crusher, and comparing them to Zan projectiles, both out of PCP and Springer. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, like, subscribe, thumbs up. You really appreciate it. Tell me what you guys think. Till later. North Florida Air Gunner out. Okay guys, quick update. I dug that slug out the phone. It did like most others I've ever shot at a phone. Went through the glass. Stops a little short there. But it did release enough energy to deform that phone all the way through, which they usually don't do. Here's the bone crusher that was shot out the Origin at the phone. It actually flattened out mushrooms really nice. It had a really great impact. If I can just figure out how to get them to shoot more accurate, it might be a really nice hunting hybrid slug. Yeah, so I just wanted to pull that out and show what it came up to. North Florida Air Gunner out.